right, man. Can the Detroit Pistons hold it together and hold down the one spot until Cade get back? So I did some more research on Cade injury. CJ McCallum had it twice. First time he was out for 2 weeks. The second time he missed 18 games. So that's roughly about a month. Okay? So he's dealt with it twice. Smaller guy. Not sure if size has anything to do with recovery. But, so, I mean, I don't know. So I'm guessing the best case scenario, 2 weeks. In reality, 48 to 72 hours for very minor cases. But 2 weeks. So he would have to come back for the April 2nd game. He would have to come back for the April 2nd game. So I believe that might be versus Minnesota at home. Could be wrong. And play every game out to make sure they make the 65 game thing. And I'll speak on that too, right? That rule. People say, oh, this proves that the rule is stupid, it's unfair. I'm going to address that, right? But I think they can't hold it together. I think Caris LeVert primarily with the ball in his hand, and that's versus the Wizards. Heard he was a great playmaker for them last year. You got to use what you got. You know, if you're making something to give you a bunch of ingredients on them shows, you got to make the best thing you can. And if Caris LeVert is best on the ball, let's put him on the ball. Even when Cade come back, let's put him on the ball a little bit more. Let Cade catch and shoot. Let Cade move without the ball a smidget. And maybe LeVert might find his rhythm. Is there an upside to this? I feel like I like to look at the glass half full sometimes. Yeah, there's an upside to it. When Isaiah Stewart got suspended, they got bought him some time to rest. When Jalen Duren got suspended, that bought him some time to rest them legs. Now it's Cade time if he can. I believe he will be back. He can rest them legs before the playoffs. That's fine. But then also guys can find a role now. Now hopefully Sasser, they can tick his minutes back up. You know, hopefully, Caris LeVert maybe find a rhythm at, being forced to have the ball in his hand. So Duren can show that he can be the man. Now, slowly and surely, Duren looking like a second option. So opportunity, they have a higher win percentage without Cade than with Cade. But I believe, not sure how many games he missed. I knew he had 11 games to miss before the Brooklyn game. So he had 10 games to miss. So for the most part, it's been sample sizes without Cade. They should have beat Brooklyn too, without him. So I think they can hold it together and hold down in one spot. But then again, they have never won a playoff game at Little Caesars Arena. I think that's a little known fact. They haven't won a playoff game at Little Caesars Arena. So hey, man. But, I think they can hold it down, man. They do have a little, schedule coming up. The Lakers, the Hawks, the Minnesota a couple times coming up. So, for the most part, they got to get the games they need to get. The Pelicans, the Hawks, they got to get those games. And if they can get that Laker game, they'd be in good company, honestly. Or they'd be in good, not company, they'd be in a good, space. Or they'd be in a good position. So they got to get that one done. They can get those couple games, and then, he can get back and work his way back into the lineup. And, by the playoff time, if he's ready to go, you hope that he can make the last, I think, 7 games he got to make. You hope he can make those last 7 games so he can get a rhythm, he can get adjustment to getting his win back. So in the playoffs, they can get it. But this gives other people ability to find a rhythm and find their niche and they roll a little bit. So, and guys have to step up, and they know it. They know it. So hopefully they give an opportunity for Dennis Jenkins to find his rhythm after getting paid. Sasser find his rhythm. LeVert find his niche as a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And, not looking at it, LeVert might need to, bump, Marcus Sasser. He probably need to bump, Sasser and Dennis Jenkins as the backup point guard. If he best in that type of position, setting people up and being a playmaker, you got to do what's best for the team. So we'll see, man. But yeah, talk about the 65 game rule, which you have to play a minimum of 65 games to be eligible for end of the year awards. At the end of I feel like this. If y'all came to work, this rule wouldn't even have to do this. There's too many times where You know, San Antonio's low managing their veterans. It fucking grew into people low managing their superstars. You know, come to work. We wouldn't need this rule if everybody came to work. You have a top job that people would love to have in the world, and you don't want to come to work and do the job. They already don't practice, so they don't practice. They don't practice a lot. They don't practice like they used to practice, right? Like, why can't they play basketball games? They don't do nothing all through the day. All through the day, they got free time to recover, to enjoy themselves. You know, yeah, you traveling and all that stuff. But if if y'all the better athletes than the guys of yesterday or yesteryears, then why can't y'all be durable? So I agree with the rule, man. Still, if Cade is on the bad side of the rule, NBA superstars need to come and play. When the Thunder came here, their whole team was injured. You come here one time a year, and people pay their hard-earned money. When Memphis just came, when I went for my birthday, Memphis came. John Moran ain't playing. Okay, this is sick. So if the Lakers come in, they can't afford not to play Luke and Bron. But if they do, one of them or both of them don't play, it's like you disrespecting your fan. You gotta beg these guys to play a sport. For a high dollar amount. You know what I'm saying? That should be fun to play. Like, it's crazy. We have a generation of males who don't want to work. And most of the depressions that we go through as men, if we start working towards a goal or setting a new goal and start working towards it, a lot of times our depression disappears. So I agree with the rule. I'm not going to just change my stance because it's Cade and something unfortunate happened in Cade. No, the rule is the rule. The rule is the rule. Respectfully, the rule is the rule, and I get it. It's not fair to the fans that y'all are low managing these games, especially when the East go to West or West go to East. You rarely see people low managing when they come to Madison Square Garden because they want to play there. Rarely see them doing that. Like, treat everybody else, everywhere else like that. And T-Mac had a video talk about expansion, that the talent pool wasn't deep enough for expansion. He might be right about that, but it is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Hit the link in the description. Join me on Instagram, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, wherever I'm producing content at. I appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.